So, are you a biker that wants some assistance, or are you an e-biker? Well, my thoughts might be a little controversial on this, so stick around. Well, hello again, Internet. Welcome back to the channel. I am out with the lovely, the talented love of my life, Mrs. Southern E-Biking. Say hello, darling.
Hello, hello, hello.
And we're out on a local ride. I am on my trusty Trek Marlin 7 here. And this bike did not start out as an e-bike. This started as a regular bike. And I turned it into an e-bike because I wanted to get some assistance for it. When Michelle got her e-bike, actually my first thought was I'll just get a regular bike, and if I can't keep up, I'll turn it into one. Yeah, well, that didn't last very long before I said, well, we're gonna turn it into one. Boy, they're building like crazy around here, Michelle, you know it?
Yep.
They are building like crazy, and they're selling them too, because they're not 450,000 square feet. But, so what are you? Are you a e-biker, or are you a biker that needs some assistance? Because I want to tell you, I've never been a cyclist, but when I get into something, I kind of dig into it a little bit. And I want to say I'm a biker that needs some assistance, because I'm riding this thing like it is a bicycle. There's a big screw on the road there. Make sure we don't hit that, because I think this turns around down here when we come back. Get out of the sprinkler. But what about you? Are you a bicycler, or are you an e-biker? And what difference does it make? What do you think, Michelle? Does it make any difference?
Absolutely, it makes a difference.
I think it does, because
it's a mentality thing.
yeah, exactly.
And here before too long, it's going to come into a legality thing.
That's actually pretty well put. That's actually pretty well put. It looks like a lot of these ones here have been sold, but anyway, yeah, we like to go out and we're riding bicycles, but we're using some assistance to do that with. And I have to tell you, I think we're in the minority, Michelle. I think we're in the minority. I think a lot of people out there are basically wanting to have a two-wheel golf cart,
Yeah.
or a motorcycle that they can
Ride on pathways and not roadways.
Yeah. And they're looking for something that they can skirt the law with.
Yeah, circumvent it. Not
Yeah.
have to pay the tax, not have to do all the
And what difference does it make? And well, let me ask you this, Internet. If you're admittedly an e-biker, and that's all you're interested in is riding these things as an e-bike, just out of curiosity, what gives you the right to ride them where a regular bicycle goes? On the bike lane or on a bike trail? What gives you the right to do that? Well, because the law says an e-bike is just like a regular bike. The law also defines what an e-bike is, and majority of what's out there right now does not fall under that. And I'm going to tell you who I blame a lot for that. Who do you think, Michelle?
manufacturers.
Honestly, I think it's the direct-to-consumer manufacturers,
Yes.
because they are sending in these bikes. They actually know what they're doing. They're sending them as Class 2. They're giving them out to all these folks to review them. And yes, I have been there myself. I've reviewed some. I actually have somebody trying to have me review a bike right now. And they send them to you as a Class 2, and then they tell you, let everybody know this is how easy it is to unlock this. And so you just go ahead and unlock it. They have tried to redefine what the law states, especially on the Class 3. I've had people say a bike could be a Class 2 and a Class 3 at the same time. That's not true. But if you look up e-bike classes, you're not going to get law on that. The first thing that's going to come up on Google page is going to be what bicycle manufacturers call it. And if a bicycle manufacturer call something an e-bike, does that make it an e-bike? No, it doesn't. I don't think it does. And I don't think it gives you the same rights as an e-bike has. But they're sure trying to sell us on it, aren't they, Michelle?
Yep.
And I'll say, now I can give a little pass to some of the older folks that are reviewing these bikes. But some of these younger folks that are reviewing these bikes are pushing them out there. This is called salesmanship, because they're talking about the adventure of it. And I had thought at one time, I thought maybe it's just this generation doesn't know what adventure is. But then I thought, no, look at what they're doing on mountain bikes. Look at what they're doing on motorcycles. They know. So that's got to be salesmanship that they're pushing it towards. And if it's not, you younger influencers, come on and see me, because I'm still back enough into the horse world. I can hook you up on a bull for 8 seconds. And you're going to have the adventure of your lifetime. And if you get hung up there for an extra 4 seconds, we'll just turn back around here, Michelle.
No, let's go down this road.
Let's go down this one?
No. Well, not that one. They're building down there.
Okay.
No, let's try it down here. I don't know if it...
See where all else they're going to be building.
Well, everywhere as the eye
Yeah.
can see at this point.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, you get hung up on that thing for an extra 4 seconds, you're going to have the time of your life, buddy. You'll never forget that adventure. So if that's what you're looking for, come on and see me if you're really looking for adventure. But otherwise, what you're doing is you're selling things. And there's nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with somebody being a salesman. But I do kind of have a little bit of a problem with people putting out like they're just giving straight up reviews, and most of them are not doing that. Vast majority of them are trying to push the good parts of that bike. And I happen to know that because we have done some, and they wanted me to submit the video for pre-approval.
They wanted
and all
them their
this.
way.
And yeah, they wanted a salesperson.
It's kind of like Elvis. I did it my way.
Yeah.
That's, you know.
So we got an actual copy and paste letter that we send them now that we don't submit videos for approval. We don't do this. We don't do that. And that's to avoid that kind of thing, because I'm not interested in being a salesman. So that's my thoughts there, Michelle. What do you think?
Well, I mean, if you want to ride a motorcycle, ride a motorcycle.
Yeah.
If you want to ride a golf cart, ride a golf cart. If you want to ride an e-bike that's actually classified properly e-bike, ride the e-bike, but ride it where it should be ridden.
Yeah. Thank you. That's what wraps up this entire video.
Ride
them as they should be ridden.
I don't care if somebody wants to go 40 miles an hour on a electric bike, but it's not a bicycle.
Yeah.
It's an electric bike. Hey, have at it, but I'm sorry, it doesn't need to be on the bike trails.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, because it's not the same as a regular bicycle according to legal definitions. So I'll just give you one more example, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up. But I seen a video on a KTM free ride. That's a electric dirt bike, and they called it an e-bike. Does that mean somebody can come out there and ride it on the bike trails? No. No. What's the difference between that and, I'm not going to pick out any names, but your 40-mile-an-hour bikes, we're going to turn this way here, Michelle. There's none. Not a single difference. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Because I know what's going to come in. Well, we don't have to get licensed. And
only true classified e-bikes should be on, and I'm talking the true definition e-bikes, not these things that they're calling e-bikes.
Yeah.
Because they're not e-bikes.
Yeah. Yeah, just because they, irregardless of what society is saying, you don't get to identify as whatever you want. It don't work that way.
But, and the problem with that's going to come with that is going to come regulation. I mean, you know, you can take things to the extreme, but let's face it, everybody seems to be extreme nowadays.
Yeah.
And what I see is happening is that the people are going to get, you know, the public is going to get the bad impression of e-bikes, and then the laws are going to start ramping up, and we're going to have to register these things. Then
They've already got a bad reputation.
Well, I understand, but and then we're going to have to start registering these things, and then we're going to have to get insurance, and then they're going to come up with a grand idea of taxing them in some form or fashion.
Yep.
You know, and everybody can say, oh, they wouldn't do that. Really?
Yeah, they will.
So anyway,
so
my rant's over.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to call on anybody that's doing a YouTube review on these bikes. I know they're giving you the bike, so they're paying you kind of the old barter system, and you get commissions off of the sales and stuff like that. I'm going to call on everybody that's doing that. When you have a bike that goes over 20 miles an hour and it has a throttle, call it out for what it is. Look, this is not classified. Check the laws in your area. And I would have a ton of respect for people that are doing that. I would have a ton of respect for somebody doing that. Michelle?
Yep.
Do you have anything else to add?
I always have stuff to add, but I probably better keep my mouth shut.
All right, yeah. I think we'll just wrap it up on that. I think we just probably caused enough little
Forest
uproar.
fires.
Yeah.
I think we can go straight.
You can, but you're coming out onto the road, and we're going to go down to this one and go straight across.
Oh, okay. I thought Freedom Road was over there. Anyway.
Nope. Okay, I think that's going to wrap it up. So, from right here in North Carolina, where they're building houses on our farm fields, this is Southern E-Biking and
Mrs. Southern E-Biking.
And what are we telling them?
It's exactly what you're supposed to tell them.
Stay safe.
Keep going.
God bless.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the wheels turning.
There you go.
And we're out.